When I had to go back to court for the 110 charges after I was in rehab, when I got sentenced for those charges, I got 4 years for them, and the judge said in his summing up, which I thought was very accurate, that regardless of my change that my barrister pleaded to the judge about what happened to me in rehab and how I'm a changed man, he said he had heard that many times, and if I was as sincere as my barrister had put it to him about the change that I went through, I would now realise that there was consequences for one's actions, for behaviours in society, and I would pay the price quite welcomely because of my past behaviour, and then I would get out of prison and I would continue on with the change that my barristers put quite passionately to him. And that was true. That was the first growth that I got out of that situation of knowing I had to go back to jail and pay the consequences for my actions. So when I get back into prison, all the people that I knew prior to that, they knew me as a person that didn't give a fuck, had massive authority problems, was a heroin addict, wouldn't take a backward step in any given situation, and was just a complete lunatic. So when I get back in there as a changed man, they started calling me the compound counsellor because I started telling them that they had to change too, because if they didn't change, they would spend the rest of their life living in these environments, because I now knew the behaviours and the attitudes that I found within myself was keeping me living a life I had been living prior to rehab. So they were laughing at me, as I said, calling me the compound counsellor, telling me that I wasn't going up for parole, or I wasn't going up for a bail application. I could stop pretending, all this bullshit that I was carrying on about. And I was saying to them, I'm serious. Like, I'm responsible for all this. My behaviours and the way I've been conducting myself in my life has been completely unacceptable. And I've had so many fears about talking about my worries, concerns, not liking myself. And they were just going, Dean, you know, like, it's okay, mate. Like, we get that you've been to rehab and we get that you've seen the light, but we don't believe that applies to us. Well, 35 years later, from that sincere change and that effort that I found in rehab, taking responsibility for myself and not blaming the world for my behaviour and my attitude and my actions and my choices and my decisions, I went on to be phenomenally successful in life. I become very wealthy. I travelled the world. I lived every single dream that I dreamed up within my soul. I manifested every single thing that I thought about, I wanted, and that all stems back to taking complete accountability for myself and not blaming people for my life and for my actions and my choices. And that helped me right through my life with gaining employment, becoming successful economically, becoming a better human being, being kind, changing myself, looking at myself, taking stock of what I was doing, not blaming other people for things that will go wrong in my life, understanding my actions and decisions were contributing, to my learning curves that I had to go through in life. And it's been the best way that I could have ever imagined. It's such an enlightened path when a person can own their mistakes, own their wrongs, own that we make wrong decisions, own that we make choices that don't go our way and are incorrect choices if we don't learn from those choices. And I just wanted to share that change that happened to me was so powerful. I'm walking up here.
You can't, it's blocked off.
So
Mate, you cannot go that way.
it was really, really powerful. And I just wanted to share that. So have a good day. And ladies told me I can't go up that way, so I'll behave myself and not go up that way. And take care, eh? Look after yourself.